must-win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Today, a battle out of the AFC. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Shorty got that body out of no time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose life.
Joey Sly's gonna have the honor of getting us started. And away we go at Allegiant Stadium. Dylan Laube on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
Not been a whole lot of careers quite like Geno's. The miraculous second act of his career in 2022 is now old news. And I think it's because of a stubbornness, a stick-to-itiveness, and a competitiveness that few have.
First carry here for Ashton Jeanty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They go play action. Here's Smith. Stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Play fake. Here's Smith. Finds him over the middle. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory.
Hey, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
This is Jeanty on second. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped by Cedric Gray.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Smith on 3rd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Goes as a 4-yard pickup, and he gets him a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
A successful opening drive, nearing field goal range now. It's first down at the 41. Play action. Here's Smith. Throw reeled in by Baylor. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun give here to Jeanty. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for a loss of yardage.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Smith. It's a screen play to Jeanty. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and more importantly, to stop it.
So now on fourth down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. In the opening drive, the game ends in 3 points.
We'll call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, well, it went right through.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's Bryce Oliver. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. Leading them out, the #1 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft out of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
The reason that Cam Ward went 1-1 in my estimation is he's one of those quarterbacks whose style of play just sets him apart. You just know it. He is a gunslinger, but looking for the balance of managing risks he takes while keeping those same fearless style of play right there in his pocket, that's going to be the challenge for him in his career.
One of the tight ends motioning right. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Titans will have a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Going to the ground again on first. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
Talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That's going to be caught, Tony Pollard. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Project, this ain't what you want.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 11, and the Titans will have a first down.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
First and 10, it's Pollard. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play is pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the gun, it's Ward. Looking for somewhere to throw. The pressure's there, and it closes in on him. He's dropped for the sack, and that is what should bring us to the end of this opening quarter. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Now, 3rd and long.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. It's an early lead for the Raiders. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Ready to go with our 2nd quarter. Titans with the ball and a chance to score. It's going to throw here on 3rd. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Now, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Titans will turn to their kicker, Joey Sly, here on 4th down, looking for this field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Sly's kick is up and good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's White on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football. Line this up, 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, you call that toss play, it's almost like a challenge to cornerbacks, Kate. You're challenging their will and their want to. Can they get down there in time to make contact behind the line? In this case, well, challenge accepted and mission accomplished.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Smith. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
From the gun on 3rd, it's Smith. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Running back sent in motion. First down, Smith to throw. He'll try and run this. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
Las Vegas.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Putting a receiver in motion. On first down, here's Smith. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Smith. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
That is all-out effort, Kate, to make a catch. Putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception, and some more targets are clearly coming his way in the future.
Smith on first down. Pulled in, again it's Bowers. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. And off to Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Smith. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and just 2 to go. Genty from the gun. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Raider first down. 1st and goal.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. It's the Raiders. Looking at 1st and 5. Pressure comes. Smith. Dump off caught by his back. Touchdown! The Raiders get some late points and the lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Titans 3.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. So Tennessee headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their 1st. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the 1st. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Completed over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Complete to Tyler Lockett. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
2nd and 3. 3 now. Ward setting to pass. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Again, Ward going to the air. He has the first over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now.
8-yard pickup.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They are throwing it again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 3 now. They'll throw it again. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And Ward's going to hit the deck as he gains enough for that 1st down. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Going to throw this one. Ward. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hanson. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Oliver with the return. Escapes a defender. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So to begin the 3rd, it'll be the Titans offense we see first. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. To the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st down throw here for Ward. Escapes the pocket.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 3 now. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Titans 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. No motion to lock it right. First down, and they go right back to him. Past midfield to the 45. And he has it almost to the red zone, down at the 21-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
On first down, they're going with Pollard again. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs turning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. No motion to lock it right. The give on second to Pollard. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
On the sneak, here's Ward. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They get to Pollard from the gun. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in. Their run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Defense showing blitz here. Ward. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Big play for this offense. It's 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. Here's Ward. And he'll score! Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans tie things 10-10.
Something lost in my soul. Until I start to believe something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't take child and let me be free. Can't I take away all this pain?
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Laube with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Giving this to Genty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. Finds him over the middle. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Smith on first down. Chased out, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Throwing in motion right. 2nd and 10 now. Man downfield, and Myers has it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Vegas first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They go play action. Here's Smith. That one's cut on one sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. Well, we didn't see either side separate through 3. It's all tied at 10 to begin the 4th. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead with Genty. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action passing similar down in distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Smith setting the throw. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. He's hit driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does, to take away that screen.
On 3rd and goal, Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. Now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
26-yard attempt.
Cracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
The field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10. Ward off the play fake. He's stepping up and takes off with this one.
Oh man, those defensive players hate slipping quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corralling behind the line there. He evades it long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Getting 3 on that game. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Now Ward's going to hang on to it. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held the line, and the QB keeper gets knocked.
At the 39-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ward. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. On the carry, this is Pollard. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Slated downs to approach here from the 40. Off the play fake, here's Ward. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Right, getting it to Tyler Lockett. So 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. They'll go play action. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Throwing now on 1st down. Ward. Out left, and Lockett makes the grab. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. And that one goes for for a gain of 11. And the Titans will have a first down. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Titans trail by a field goal. They're now set for first and 10. Now Ward's going to hang on to it. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
The throw is caught. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now a toss. It's Pollard. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down.
You felt that the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a first down.
It's a very important field goal for Joey Slye. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Looking good, and it's through. Inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, he delivers.
The career is more at stake when you win your crown. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future now.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Laube with the return. Juke the defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner.
On what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it down. Get to the minute, the sun is up. There's no rest to my shut it down. Working for it, get your money up.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. He'll look to throw it. That's completed right side. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
10 at the 46-yard line.
And now I live it. Ain't it a gift? No, it's God-given. I'm not.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Gotta be able to make a stop too.
Joey Slye.
It's a new look to
kick off
NFL
for
overtime.
Tennessee.
Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Here's White on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Raiders take over
Now
first
the
and
Raider
10.
offense headed back to the
Their own
field.
24-yard
And in a
line.
tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
First call here coming from the shotgun. First throw of overtime now. Hits his running back. It's picked up by the Titans. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Step one is just making the hit, Brock. Step two, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step three, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy.
Yep.
A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
So it's a win on the road for the Titans. And in overtime, it was their defense who actually came up with the heroics, not by making a stop, but by being the ones to score that game-ending touchdown. What an unexpected and exciting way to conclude this incredible ball game. So for my partner, Brock Huard, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are your winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.